Well, welcome and good evening, wonderful dice of all minds. I am Lunar D8, and we're going to try to hop back into story mode. Is it recording? Yes. Okay, so Sector 7. Let's see what we can do.
I see. You've taken custody over Noel Vermillion.
I'm currently in hiding, confirming the situation. Is everything okay on your end?
Tager sounds familiar. I gotta look up his voice actor. I know I've heard his voice somewhere else.
I'm going to be here for a while longer. I have to help an acquaintance out with their spare left arm.
Left arm? You...
Details later, Tager. You just focus on returning here.
I'm gonna look that up.
No place is safe. But I'm sure
I know I've heard Tager's voice actor
Is
before.
Makoto Nania with you?
Yeah. She can't stop whining. I'm heading back to base.
Hurry it up.
Roger.
But I know I've heard that voice. A lot of these voice actors are very familiar. But I know Tager's very familiar. She reached for the coffee cup that was located at her usual spot. Without checking what was in it, she drank the half-filled cup. How old is it? Kokonoe's face grimaced in disgust. The coffee in the cup had congealed into a thick black goo. What is it, a fucking Murphy drip?
That's what I get for leaving it out so long. Which reminds me, the coffee he made was somewhat drinkable, even when it turned cold. No matter how far he went, I guess he was only good for making coffee. A missing apprentice and a stupid female student who went down into the stacks to chase after him. I guess former student would be more appropriate. I am not blessed when it comes to apprentices. It's pretty dangerous to bring a gun into my lab. Are you guys playing at being soldiers today?
Professor Kokonoe?
I don't suppose you'd go away peacefully if I told you I wasn't.
The committee has given us orders to take you into custody. We need you to come with us.
Committee, huh? Well, it's not just apprentices I have bad luck with.
Are we getting a cutscene? No. A section of the Sector 7 headquarters. A secure door that has been frozen shut. What, is Jin in there? 3 men dressed in Arctic survival gear to proceed deliberately into a room covered in frost and ice.
That person really be alive in such a place?
The higher-up said he should already be awake. There it is.
Oh, Azrael.
Still out. I wonder what that means. Did something go wrong?
We have no choice. We have to contact the higher-ups. Hey, wait! He's sleeping.
In these conditions? That's incredible. Azrael!
Azrael warily lifts his head and opens his eyes.
Why? Is it mealtime?
Unfortunately, we don't have any meals that suit your tastes.
As rude as always. Scientists. Whatever. Hey, what day?
January 15, 2200. The time is 1919.
Why would the time matter?
You guys kept me bound for 2 years. How'd you manage that?
You were held in Kokonoe's super low-temperature cryonic prison. At close to absolute zero, even a mad dog like you can't escape those bindings.
That damn Kokonoe. So why are you mooks here? You worked so hard to capture me and now you're poking me awake. What's bad enough out there that you need my help?
We want you to get rid of Professor Kokonoe and TR-0009.
A joke that funny was worth being frozen 2 years for.
Azrael glared at the scientist for a few seconds before starting to laugh.
Why are you laughing?
So, let me get this straight. First you guys get Kokonoe to capture me and put me on ice, and now you're releasing me so I can kill her. That's the joke of the century right there. You're a bunch of selfish assholes by any standard.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. There's no fucking loyalty there. Why is your mouth still moving? Your sentence finished 3 breaths ago!
He's breaking the bindings on his own?
You ever feel sore in the morning after sleeping too long? Imagine how I feel. I'll kill Kokonoe, but not for you. You guys get to die here. You're not worthy as a meal. You're due for a post-nap stretch.
Azrael took a swing at the nearest scientist. At the same time, he felt something really off about his target.
Go ahead. Take your best shot.
His fist was paralyzed. His entire arm had frozen like a
I'm
statue?
certainly glad that worked.
That explains why such lowly mooks dared to wake me up.
We had to make sure it worked. You can't move it at all, can you? Well, that's because we have no will to fight.
Things have changed more in the past 2 years than I expected. Did you guys...
This is simply a practical use of Ars Magus. That was the goal all along anyways, to control Ars Magus through science.
It's true that the Ars Magus created by the Sage Nine were powerful. But Ars Magus has become quite unstable and dangerous.
Ars Magus that can't be controlled.
How many times are you going to say that?
Complete. As long as people have to rely on Nine's Ars Magus, we're at the mercy of mages.
Well, that's great and all, but it's got nothing to do with me.
Frankly, I don't care. You're going to help us out, Azrael, by bringing us the Azure Grimoire.
Azure Grimoire?
In order to complete our Ars Magus, we need to use that artifact.
This is the man currently in possession of it.
Interesting. I wouldn't have thought a single individual could control it. I doubted its existence, honestly, but... there it is. Ragnar the Blood Edge, known as the Grim Reaper. Huh. And he's fighting his own war against the library? Now there's a meal fit for me.
If everything is satisfactory...
I will say this, I like eating meat, but the biggest thing is this. Anytime I have considered going vegetarian a couple times.
Right.
Anytime
Also,
I've tried
for
to stop
information,
eating meat,
we have
I
a
get horrible
aside
migraines
from the Ars Magus.
and a fever. Then
We don't
again,
wanna take
I get
any
a lot of
chances.
migraines for other reasons too, so... But the ones from not eating meat are
So I
especially
get the
bad.
collar for no extra charge. Fine, I'm hungry anyway. Get rid of Kokonoe and the Red Devil, and bring back the Azure Grimoire. Right?
Azrael grinned and put a hand on the scientist's shoulder.
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Oops, my apologies. That was supposed to be a gentle pat on the back.
Did he die? It's kind of like Kurama circumventing the no violence thing in Yu Hakusho.
traps all over the place.
I gently picked him up and then I gently dropped him on his face.
Confirm the situation. Where's Kokonoe?
Those damned old farts on the committee. What the hell are they doing?
Emergency. Level E. All 9...
This isn't good. More problems arise.
Kokonoe ran and took her cell phone out of her pocket and typed something.
System manager's code verified. Starting
Sound of barriers.
That should take care of the facility. Those damned old men. What am I gonna do about them? I guess I should prioritize escaping before I worry about that.
As soon as she finished mumbling that, she heard his voice behind her. This is like freeing fucking Yujiro.
Trap, eh, Kokonoe?
Impossible. Azrael.
She had nothing but bitter memories about him. A raging berserker killing friend and foe alike.
Guess it's been a while for you, hasn't it? For me, feels like just yesterday.
Shit. Which idiot let you out of your cage?
You're gonna be dead soon, so it really doesn't matter.
Azrael couldn't keep a glint of excitement off his face as he approached Kokonoe. Kokonoe just bit her lip and started aiming an invisible, or at least incorporeal, weapon.
Don't get so cocky.
Kokonoe summoned Explosive Rocket Fist, which she immediately launched at Azrael's massive frame. Azrael took the explosions at point-blank range, but He didn't care.
Invisible rocket launcher trick. That's definitely new to me. Come on, did you really think it would hurt me?
Can't blame a girl for trying.
Huh?
Kokone vanished in the smoke from the explosion. Used to her tricks, Azrael didn't feel the twinge of surprise.
So, she had a teleporter all along. That's what we doesn't since I read teleporter. Watch your back, Cookie.
Yeah, somehow I pulled the muscles in my left arm at work last night. It's gonna be a real pain when I go back to work tonight. I'll just have to take some Tylenol and eat some extra protein. Maybe it'll help it work. Might have to put an ice pack on it later. Using her cat-like reflexes, she landed safely with sharp eyes. She glanced around. Oh, that reminds me. They're supposed to have a Sonic 2 out eventually, and it's got, Tails' leg, fox tails for the logo. Wonder if we'll get to see a Knuckles the Echidna at the end of that one.
Note to self. Emergency teleport picks shitty locations to teleport to. Next project? Make emergency teleport pick better target. What kind of goddamn idiots bring out Azrael? It's like they don't even care what happens. Looks like my job won't be getting any easier. And of course he's gonna start shit everywhere he goes while chasing me. Guess he's after Tager too. There has to be more to it. God damn it! It was such a pain in the ass to seal him up the last time. They just don't care. Of course, if they found a way to control him. In either case, I have to haul out.
Yes, sure.
Damn, this reception's crappy. Tager, if you can hear me, it's Kokonoe. Let me just cut to the chase. Azrael is out. Watch your ass. Skip the lab and head straight to Ikaraga. Go to Kagura Mutsuki's place, got it? Okay, I'm going to assume you heard and understood everything I said. Just head to Yabiko immediately. Kokonoe out.
I decided to look up the voice actor for Tager just now.
One more stop to make.
Kenji Nomura.
Earlier than expected.
So his name is Kenji
This time the
Nomura.
reception's great. I'll take it.
Apparently he's into something called Drifters and Genshiken. And apparently he's a voice from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but... Wait, he's a voice out of Final Fantasy?
What are you talking about?
Oh, he's in a shit ton of things. Holy crap, but his name is Kenji Nomura.
I'm just muttering to myself. Anyhow, we're in trouble. I know I'm early, but we're gonna head to Yabiko now.
He was born in 1997. So, wait. Oh, that was when he's been working. He was born in 1970. He's 50 years old.
What happened?
He was in Detective Conan, Kinodachi Case Files,
Let's just call it a lab accident and be done.
Yume no Kanyu no
We'll be able to head
Kaku,
back for a while.
Cybuster, One Piece, he's Bobby Funk and Jack, and... Oh my god! He's in Baki the Grappler. Do you know who Tager voices? Kenji Nomura, the person who voices Tager. The person who voices Tager is the voice of Yujiro. He is the voice of Yujiro. I was just making a joke about comparing Azrael to Yujiro. I knew I had heard his voice in a lot of things. But oh my goodness. The same person who voices Tager voices Yujiro, and not the new Yujiro from the 2019 and 2021 stuff, because they changed the voice quite a bit for both those. But I mean the old 2002 Baki Grappler animes. There was like 50 episodes that were filmed back in the start of 2000. like 20 years ago. Yujiro. The voice of Tager is Yujiro. Yujiro Hanma. He's also in the 12 Kingdoms, Digimon, Genma Wars, King Kukulman, Ashton Murata. He's someone named Delfino in Fullmetal Alchemist. Papua, Peacemaker Kurogane, Zatch Bell. He's Yammy. In Bleach. In the anime Bleach, he is Yammy. He's also in Daphne Brilliant Blue, Genshiken, Kikomo, Samurai Champloo, Zepang, Eye Shield, Futokai Alternative, Gallery Fake, Jinga Legend Weed, Honey and Clover, Trinity Blood, Xenosaga, Baku, Kinoku, Tactical Roar, The Wallflower. Oh my god, it's like, it just goes on. Like, there's like 30 things here, the Valley Cross, Yu-Gi-Oh! 30 more things. 30 more things. Akame like Kill, Sten. Is it wrong to pick up girls in dungeon? Gareth Landrick. This dude gets around, like Nerf 30, Dragon Ball Super. He's the voice of Toppo! He's the voice of Toppo! Oh, so this guy, who voices Tager, is the voice of Yammy from Bleach, the original Yujiro from Baki the Grappler, and he is Toppo from Dragon Ball Super. And I'm just like scrolling through Hunter x Hunter movie. What? He is LOZ, Laws out of Final. I think it's one of the like Children of Sephiroth thing, an Advent Children. Oh my! And there's some video games. Of course, BlazBlue, but I mean, there's like 80 video games here. This dude's been in like 1,000 different things. But most notably, he's Yammy, Yujiro, and Toppo. Are you kidding me? So you're telling me the person who voices Tager is Yammy from Bleach, Toppo from Dragon Ball Super, and he is the original Yujiro. Oh my god. Holy shit, I knew it was familiar, but I didn't know it would be such a fucking revelation. I wanted to say revelation, and then I just wanted to say cheesecake. So.
That sounds a little less than ideal. So, you need some help?
Yeah, I have to assume I'm going to be under surveillance everywhere. I'll figure out a meeting point, but I'll need some help.
This is starting to sound like more than a lab accident.
Why would you think that?
I know it's bad when the Professor Kokonoe needs my help, not the reverse.
Despite reports to the contrary, I'm not perfect. I'm the one that has to deal with all my failures, too.
That makes me like you more. Alright, so head to these coordinates. I'll have an extraction team waiting for you.
What? This is far. It'll take 2 days on foot.
Apologies, but for whatever reason, my soldiers can't seem to enter Sector 7 territory. Then again, I'm sure you could cover that distance in half a day, right?
I'm a scientist. Don't be so unreasonable.
Look who's talking. You know, you're always welcome to raise your concerns with the person who designed that barrier.
If I'd have known this was gonna happen, I'd have hit a hole in it.
Alright, good luck. I'll see you soon.
This is too much exercise for a researcher.
I'm assuming she's the one who had made the barrier. But then again, she kind of hinted at it when she said like, she would have put a hole in it. Kokonoe glanced around before taking out a scanner to analyze her surroundings.
Well, I don't see anything chasing me, at least. Figured they'd be a little zippier about coming after me.
Relius sat at his desk in a dimly lit room. listening to field operative reports. The latest report was to his satisfaction. His face was covered in a mask, but a grin slid across his mouth.
Nice.
He cut the transmission and stepped slowly before heading to the door. Check the turn of events!
Kokonoe will head to Ikaruga, no doubt. Time to finish placing my pieces. And all that is left is Kushinada's lynching.
I feel like that's a Bleach reference. It's like they're trying to find the Soul King. Aurelius grinned to himself, briskly exiting the room.
How is the progress?
Aurelius called out to Lychee, the only other human in the lab.
I would say about 97% complete. All that's left is minor adjustments.
Lychee answered, her eyes never leaving the monitor. The monitor pumped information to her from a highly sophisticated piece of machinery.
The conversion efficiency to gas, the Seether's purity and concentration. They're all surpassing the target values, I see. Very well done. You take after your instructor, Kokonoe. Very well. I'll adjust the...
Understood.
Lychee let Aurelius take over the monitor and the device.
And what happens to him?
Him? Oh.
His name is Roy.
Foolish to be mad on his behalf.
Ugh.
The implementation is already done. It'll take more time for it to fixate.
Huh? You mean you've created an artificial causality weapon in this short amount of time? And already implemented it as well?
Creating one is easy, as long as you know what you're doing. I made you the observer of that thing. Do not fret.
Okay.
Lychee left Aurelius and exited the laboratory. Aurelius waited until Lychee had completely exited, then opened a transmission.
My, how rare. A personal call from Colonel Aurelius Clue. I better check the forecast. It might be snow tomorrow. Or maybe heavy rain? No, maybe, just maybe, it might be the end of the world.
As much as I hate to admit it, Terumi kind of reminds me of Zelos.
So what is it that you want?
The device in question is almost complete.
In question? You mean that job you gave to Lychee?
Commence the preparations.
All right, I will. Conversations with you are always so one-sided. Well, whatever. Before your next command comes, I'll have everything prepared.
Oh, and I have a favor to ask.
A favor?
Beneath the brim of Hazuma's hats, his eyes grew wide.
So, it's a favor, not a command.
Correct.
So not only do you contact me, but you also ask me for a favor? I better not be murdered tomorrow. Well, if Colonel Aurelius wants a favor, I'll do my best to complete it.
Lychee walked out of the laboratory alone, down a long set of stairs, heading into the bowels of the facility.
How are you doing tonight?
Lychee spoke kindly and quietly toward the thing beyond the aquarium wall. It didn't respond. Lychee placed her head against the glass and thought back. She remembered what he used to look like. She remembered being near Roy. Are we gonna get to see him? Could you not afford the space to freaking put that I didn't play whatever games came before this? I don't know what Roy looked like. I'm just gonna imagine Roy Mustang from Full Metal Alchemist.
I was in a rush.
Oh, he's got a voice?
Don't worry.
Are you hurt at all?
We gonna get to see him?
No. Can I
Because if you don't show me, I'm just gonna imagine it's Roy Mustang from Full Metal Alchemist. From Full Metal Alchemist!
Are you Professor Kokonoe's new...
That voice. Shinji Ikari? It can't be. I'm not gonna look that up, but that sounds like Shinji Ikari. Roy is Shinji Ikari.
Yes, I'm a trainee. My name is Lychee Fei Ling.
I thought so. I'm Lot Carmine. I work under Professor Kokonoe. Nice to meet you.
It is! It is! I don't even need to look that up. It's Shinji Ikari! I don't mind, I'm a fan of the Evangelion series, especially the original version.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Carmine.
Oh, feel free to call me Roy. I'm sorry, I totally forgot to go pick you up. Were you lost?
Well, sorta, yeah.
This place is pretty big. Follow me this way. I'll show you to the laboratory.
Okay.
Professor Kokonoe was praising your thesis on Seether. She said you were the smartest trainee she'd gotten in a while.
Not that Roy's too far off, but honestly, this looks like an adult Shinji. It also looks like Fuminori from Saya no Yuta. So this looks like an adult Shinji, but it also looks like a slightly happy, not insane Fuminori from Saya no Yuta. Damn!
Thank you.
To say that she rarely praises people would be an understatement.
But yeah, it's Shinji Ikari.
Really?
The only thing I've ever gotten praise for was making coffee. Frankly, I'm a little jealous.
Yeah, I don't need to look that up. I know that voice.
Coffee. I see. What kind of person is Kokonoe?
Why? What kind of person do you think she is?
Well, I am a little intimidated by her.
Well, what kind of person is she? If I had to pick a word, it would be perplexing.
Huh?
She doesn't understand other people very well. She's completely opaque and has no attention for detail. Never mind that she never cleans up after herself.
Roy?
Oh yeah, she makes me clean up after her all the time, and she never thanks me for it. She's just incredibly eccentric and...
I would rather you not gossip about me with the trainees.
Professor!
Huh? You're Professor Kokonoe?
You're the new trainee starting today? You surprised to see me?
Huh?
You're surprised that the brilliant genius Professor Kokonoe is a beastkin girl, aren't you?
Actually, I think she's more surprised that you look so young.
Oh, no! I didn't think that...
It's like, wow, she was like 14,000 years old, but you just look like a child. Like, this is dumb. Just look like a damn adult. Just 26. 26 is a good age. 19's not bad. How about this? If I were to live for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, I would pick the age of 26. I would be of the physical appearance of looking of just big 26 years old for the rest of time. I wouldn't want to be older, and I wouldn't want to be younger. 26 is the perfect age.
Roy, I know what you're thinking. She's way too old to be called a girl anymore. Is that it?
What? How'd you read my mind? No. Of course I wouldn't think that about you.
Okay. So you're gonna turn around, walk into the break room, and do the one thing you're good at. Making coffee. And make enough for everyone.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. That's all I'm good for, ma'am. I will do my best.
Feel bad for Roy. Feel bad for my left arm. How the fuck did I pull all the muscles in it doing my damn job? Same thing I do all the fucking time. Granted, let's do this action like 5,000 times.
Captain.
Guess it makes sense I would eventually pull something. Bullet woke up in a pit where neither cold wind nor wandering animal will find her. The fire she set the night before had already gone out.
A dream. Damn it. And I dreamt about that time. I guess it's still too soon to forget.
Letting out a big sigh, Bullet crawled out of her sleeping bag and wiped her sweat. Her entire body was coated with sweat. Now she's gonna die of hypothermia and pneumonia. Because the last thing you want to do when it's cold is go out covered in sweat. It'll give you pneumonia. The wind blowing through the trees chilled her to the bone. Bullet climbed back into her sling bag and zipped it back up.
The captain is alive somewhere. Judging from all the information I've gathered, there should be plenty of truth. All sources indicate that Professor Kokonoe of Sector 7 knows something. I need to see her again, but before that... Colonel Relius Clover, the man who devised the plan. Supposedly his goal was taking back the causality phenomenon. Well, I arrive at Ikaruga tomorrow. That's where everything will begin.
Where is he?
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. Where did you put him?
Oh, the liquid ether. I sent it to Ikaru.
What do you mean? What are you trying to make him do?
I don't understand. Why are you so angry? It's not like that thing belongs to...
What?
Lychee Fei Ling. I've kept every promise I've made to you. And as I recall, handing that thing over to you was not one of them. Regardless, your power is unstable. It would seem only I can perform the observation.
Fine.
You're going to Ikaruga?
That's none of your business. I don't belong to you either. And don't think you can stop.
I have no reason to stop you. Do as you please.
After hearing the door shut, Relius mumbles.
What a waste of effort.
He reaches for the device near him and opens a communication line.
Connect with Hazama.
That was fast.
Well, at least I never need to exercise again.
It's not how that works.
Anyways,
I didn't come here for a visit. I can't stand the idea of being in your debt.
don't be like that. My men are bringing in the others as well. Besides, you saw this coming. And that's why you sent over...
That was a contingency. If nothing came up, I would have taken it.
An ounce preparation is worth a pound of cure. So what's in the package?
Well... is my secret weapon.
Celica. I'm just gonna say she's 19. That being said, this makes me think of Melfina from Outlaw Star. The girl awoke inside a device. It's narrow and cold, much like a coffin. She slowly opened her eyes. The young woman had gotten used to living in this space a long time ago, but it was boring inside of it, and she couldn't say it was comfortable. Kokonoe called out to the girl in the device.
Celica, how you feeling?
Oh, Kokonoe! Well, I'm doing fine as you can see, but I'm a little sleepy.
I see. Sorry for leaving you in there for so long.
It's okay, but I got a lot of motion sickness on the way over and it was super boring. When can I get out of here?
Let me check. Well, in terms of pure numbers, you're already good to go. I should be able to let you out by this afternoon.
Really?
Yeah, but don't strain yourself.
Kokonoe, can I ask a favor?
What's that?
When I get out, I want to visit somewhere.
That voice is so cute. The Melancholy of Celica. Ellipses! Despite being abandoned for so long, the house had a very clean and clear air.
This is my grave.
The grave says Celica A. Mercury on the headstone.
I've always wanted to see it, but now that I'm here, it feels weird. This is my grave. Professor, can you give me some alone time with my grave? I need some time to think.
About her sister, about Ragna, she didn't mention either of them, but Kokonoe nodded with understanding.
Hey, I'll be over there. If you need anything, just call for me.
Okay, I'll try not to be too long.
Please don't leave without letting me know first. I really don't want to lose you out here in the wilderness.
What's that supposed to mean?
So, you're not aware.
Apparently she gets lost and wanders easily. Basically, she's me. Kokonoe cocked her head to one side as she turned around and headed toward the church ruins. Ellipses. Celica remained there by herself and looked at her grave again.
Just gotta focus and do my job, right? I can't do everything by myself like my sister anyways. Yeah, I can do this.
She slapped some color into her cheeks and nodded. Then she felt a sense of unease.
Who is it?
She felt a presence behind her so suddenly that she couldn't help but turn around. Yes? Two shadows were not there just a moment earlier appeared. The visitors were so alien that she just stood there without a word.
Why are you...
Oh. Well, that's basically the god of this world, so you're fucked. Though the person in front asked the question, Celica was distracted completely by the person in back and didn't hear the question. You know, Chronophantasma? What does that translate to be, time ghost? The Time Ghost Menace.
Big sister?
We slipped.
Or maybe we were drawn. Phantom, teleport please. Sis, is that you? Teleportation magic.
Celica, are you alright?
Oh, Professor Coco...
You okay? What the...
I'm not really sure.
Huh. That just doesn't sound right. You're telling me that the Imperator came here? But for what purpose? Damn it, whatever the reason. I need to assume that they know of Celica's presence now. I couldn't have predicted this.
I'm really sorry.
This isn't your fault, don't blame yourself. But we need to get out of here. Sticking around is asking for trouble.
Okay. Was that really my sister?
Is she just being controlled like a fucking gold? Like a gold? From Stargate SG-1 with the little snake people that wrap around your spine, inside your vertebrae, your neck, and control you like a fucking puppet? So Stargate SG-1, the gold, is that basically what's happening here? After both pairs left, the church returned to its peace and silence. All the past tragedy forgotten by the mute building. However, moments later, the peace and silence were broken again, with the gentle scent of a rose.
Huh? Hey, Rabbit. Why the hell are we back here?
Ragnar glanced over at the grave and looked away, remembering his childhood.
Hey, you don't have business here, right? Let's get the hell out of here.
That's enough, you loud, angry vermin.
It's got your panties in a twist.
This realm has been thrown into chaos.
Huh? Oh, pale. Did you drink someone's blood again?
Can it be multiple interventions?
Multiple interventions? You're being more pretentious than usual.
As usual, Ragnar, you are leading the charge where angels would fear to tread.
What the hell does that mean?
Are you satisfied with your visit to that sepulchre? Aren't there things you must do?
Well, I have some things on my mind, too.
This is why you're useless, you dullard. You're a stone gathering moss unless someone else sets you rolling. Could I ask for a more pathetic manservant?
Just shut up, Rabbit. I have a lot on my mind, too.
Ragnar looked away uncomfortable. He couldn't stand being dressed down over the grave of his benefactor.
Whatever. Let's be on our way. This is not a pleasant place.
We're on the same page, then.
Until next time.
That doesn't make sense as to why they're there, but okay. As she teleported, Rachel's lips completed the sentence with someone's name, but no one was around to hear it.
The release of the cauldron is proceeding as planned. All that is left is gathering the materials to be smelted. So, I will need Kushinada's linchpin after all.
Relius mumbled to himself as he stood on the edge of the cauldron. Down inside the cauldron stretched an endless abyss. A figure appeared silently next to Relius.
Imperator.
The Imperator moved next to Relius and stared in the cauldron as well.
You're going?
I have no choice. The intervention of the Master Unit is stronger than I planned.
That strong?
Yes. I am going to access the Takamagahara system.
I see. Understood.
The Imperator stepped into the air and floated over the center of the cauldron. She lifted one hand and slowly lowered into it. Her body drifted down into the cauldron. Light surrounds the Imperator's body as she descends into the cauldron.
I am going to take my leave for a short...
Whee! The Imperator shut her eyes deep in thought and lay down in the depths of the cauldron.
Ignis.
Relius called to his creation. Fluctus reductum ignis!
Be sure to observe carefully. This will eventually prove useful.
Yes!
Do you even understand what your position is?
Okay, all the yelling, not helpful. See the ears? They work.
Not really, they blend in with your hair very well.
I'll take that as a no. You two are on everyone's wanted list. Despite that, Lord Kagura has taken... You can't do as you please. I ask that you respect...
Common sense is the term idiots use to justify their own prejudice.
I'm really sorry, Hibiki. I'm so sorry. This is all because I asked her if I could go out, and she just like...
That doesn't matter at this point, Professor Kokonoe. I need you to follow
You should get that stick out of your ass before it does damage. Shall I bow down
Everything you do lacks any kind of common sense.
All right, enough. Leave it at that.
This goes for you too, Lord Kagura.
What, me?
You can't simply grant them permission to go in and out as they please. What if something were to happen? It'll be too late.
Damn it, now I'm the target.
Are you even listening?
This must get tired.
Yeah, it eventually cools off, though.
Luckily, his anger is aiming your way. I'm out of here.
Wait, what?
I heard he was a strict adjutant, but I won't be able to deal with having someone like that looking over my shoulder.
Aw, Hibiki is a good person, though. He's worried about everyone, including us.
You're right, actually. His attention to detail and protocol is almost brilliant. He's wasted on someone like Kagura.
Actually, I think Kagura needs someone like that. He needs someone like... They're a perfect match. Kokonoe pulled out another candy in her rush to get diabetes.
This is delicious. Hibiki really does.
Not that I can say anything. I'm constantly eating fast food and candy myself. Heck, I tend to eat a bunch of candy bars while I'm at work just to keep myself calm because, one, I need the sugar for energy in order to do my job quick enough so I don't slow down. At the same time, I also need to keep me calm.
I told you he's a good person.
Feel like I have motivation to do anything.
Yeah.
Suddenly, an alarm rang out from one of Kokonoe's devices!
My god!
Professor, what's that sound? Is the phone ringing?
Don't worry about it. Have you felt any changes in your body?
Like what? I don't really feel anything.
Well, then we're fine.
Oh, Professor Kokonoe! It's been a while. I didn't know you were here in Yabiko.
Well, you're a little later than I anticipated, but welcome.
I would have been here sooner, but I had a reservation in a dark cell with no food.
Huh? I don't get it. Okay, so where are Tager and Noelle?
Noelle is getting a checkup in the medical office, and Tager's with her.
It's good you all made it safely.
Oh, who are you? We've never met, right? My name is Makoto Nanaya. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Celica A. Merkin.
Celica? Call me Makoto. Nice to meet you, Celica.
Oh, okay. It's my pleasure, Makoto.
I couldn't have planned that better. Makoto, please give Celica the tour. I've got other business to attend to.
Huh? I don't mind, but I don't really know the place myself. And she's gone.
I wonder what happened with Kokonoe.
Did we just leave the two people with the worst sense of direction together?
She's pretty hard to read.
Hey, Makoto, I forgot to tell you something.
Where did you come from?
Don't ever take your eyes off Celica.
What? Why? Is she that important?
What? No, geez, she's really bad with direction. If you lose sight of her, she'll be gone in 3 seconds.
Oh, Roger.
Hurry, Makoto.
Okay, Celica. Just don't stray away from me.
All this nonsense takes me back.
Are we going to flashbacks within flashbacks?
Professor, I'm off to run errands. 2 coffees black, right?
Hey, wait up, newbie. You're not familiar with this place, right? Roy, babysit her. And get that coffee.
What? But I have important stuff on my schedule today.
That is so
Thank you, Roy.
totally
Would you mind
Shinji.
showing me around while you're at it?
In every way. Not just the voice, but even the persona. Welcome back, Shinji. It's nice to hear from you again. By the way, there's actually a fan fiction that's extremely long called Shinji and Warhammer 40k, or Shinji and Warhammer 40,000. It's about what would happen at the beginning of Evangelion, if before the start of the actual show, if Shinji wound up getting a hold of a bunch of Warhammer books and became obsessed with it. So, he becomes more mentally unstable, but also better and worse at the same time. But the story goes completely off the rails. And I think the author of that should be getting close to being finished with it. But he's been writing it for such a long time. But Shinji and Warhammer 40k.
Like I said, I don't have time.
Roy, don't forget to buy my coffee.
Oh, I'm not the coffee guy.
Stop complaining and hurry up and go.
Okay, we'll be on our way.
Stupid trainee.
You have any idea how much crap I got after you left?
Huh? Did he finish lecturing you?
Yeah, only took ages.
Well, glad I wasn't there for that.
Oh well. Anyways, Kokonoe, I want to go over some stuff with you. Do you have a minute?
So Kagura, about that plan.
Don't worry, this place isn't wired. You can speak your mind.
Kagura laughed and Hibiki nodded.
Good to hear. How's the preparation for a rebellion?
I did suggest being frank, but isn't rebellion a little harsh? We're in the right, you know.
Semantics. Kokonoe gave a wry smile at Kagura's joviality, totally at odds with his alias, the Black Knight.
Whether we call it an uprising, coup, or a revolution, it doesn't matter. I need you to debrief me on this.
Disclosure to the duodecim is on track, thanks to my most able adjutant. We've received support from half of the members already.
Half, huh? Then we're still missing half.
Yeah, but we have feedback. The one house we haven't been able to reach is Kisaragi's.
Don't worry about that.
You have a plan?
Not as such, but I don't think they'll have a choice.
Well, whatever the case, we'll need them on our side, where they can become real trouble real fast. That said, the fact that we have your trump card is huge.
You mean Celica, right?
Well, her, obviously. But I'm talking about the other one.
You've obtained it?
You can save your praise for later. Now, we just need to start filling in the gaps.
Considering our conditions, I think we can say it's on schedule.
Oh yeah, those reactive warheads you gathered. What are those for?
Never mind that. Sometimes you're better off not knowing.
What do you have up your sleeve this time?
Oh, don't get too curious. I have a lot up my sleeve.
That makes me want...
So, when are you gonna make your move?
We need to study the situation carefully before we actually get moving. We have to keep in mind that the others are plotting too.
Yuki Terumi and Relius Clover, huh? Very well. We can't proceed by ignoring them either.
If we could only predict their movement a little more, we might figure out what the Imperator's up to.
I see. Then why don't we go looking for...
You have a hunch?
Maybe. Yeah, it's me.
At a cafe in the city of Yabuko, a showy store filled with happy young ladies, a place that Makoto and Celica fit right in. Celica was feeling a lightness of heart that she hadn't experienced in a long time, a gentle mix of nostalgia and childhood.
I wonder what's good. They all look good. I'm going to get lemon tea and... strawberry? This chocolate cake looks good too.
How do you both stay so skinny? I love cake, but I'm a fat ass. You guys are both sexy and hot.
Oh, hey, there's a parfait. I'm getting this. Makoto, you're so quick. The store's milfoil looks yummy too. But it also seems more fitting now that we're friends to get custard pudding.
I don't think I've ever had custard pudding. What even is that?
Why don't you just get it all? But if we eat it all, we'll get fat.
After contemplating for a while, Celica decided on the strawberry shortcake she was originally looking at. They placed their orders with the waitress, walked by, and returned the menu.
So many yummy things, so little room in my stomach. It's easy when there's something you love. So you like lemon tea, Celica? Yes. And you like chestnuts, Makoto?
I want to put my nuts on her chest.
It's really good. The more you chew, the more the mild sweetness spreads over your tongue.
Spreads over your tongue.
You're making me want some too.
For some reason I thought she was going to say you're making me wet. I'm projecting too much sexual...
Let's get fat and party together, Celica. No, I'm out of shape as it is. I have to endure.
How is that out of shape? Makoto joked and teased with Celica. Celica's hair swayed as she shook her head. Eventually their orders arrived, and they set to eating.
Wow, it smells so good. You're right. And the taste. It's good. Really? Then I gotta try some. Hey, Makoto? Oh, you want to switch? I was wondering about your cake. But the strawberry is mine. Thanks.
Both girls exhaled happily.
This reminds me of my school days at the military academy. An academy? What kind of place it? Well, it was pretty strict. But I was able to spend every day with my friends. Kind of like this. I'd say all in all, it was fun. I guess my school was like that too, but my grades weren't too good. Celica, I'm really glad that we can be friends like this. Yeah, me too. Hey, where do you want to go after this? Do you want to go window shopping? Even though we don't have many days off, wearing a uniform all the time is really boring.
Celica nodded happily at all of Makoto's suggestions, until Makoto's phone rang.
Sorry, it's Professor Kokonoe. Heya, it's
Apologies for bothering you while you're having fun, but I've got a job for you.
Job?
Tager's on his way over. Give him a hand with your special.
What about Celica?
I sent an aide over to pick her up. Don't take your eyes off her until they arrive.
Roger. Sorry, Celica. I got work.
Did she wander off?
It's okay. You don't have to apologize either. I had a lot of fun. Anyway, be careful, okay? I will. Thank you. Let's go out for tea again soon. And tell me more about your friend then. Of course. It may be boasting. You have to tell me more about your friends too, okay? Well, if it's about my family, I might be boasting too. And that's a promise. Alright, promise. Let's go hang out again.
Well, I mean, your brother is the Grim Reaper. God. Girls smiled at each other and shook hands. They were sharing a happy time together that neither had in a long time. To be continued. Okay. What? 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 Shit. Well, next time we'll come back and see this joke, because like I said, it seems there's a main path, but there's also some joke paths. But somehow I have to go back to look at the joke path, and then we have a lot more here. And then of course there's the anthology thing, the extend story, and I guess a bunch of gag stories for everybody, because everyone else felt excluded because they weren't main characters. Okay, so next time we'll check this thing out. But that'll be it for today. I hope everyone had that's not what I wanted to do. Click this. Okay, I hope everyone had a good day. Bye.